better place for that to go would be to your member of parliament's office rather than here.
Well, I mean, the member of parliament isn't the one who put the cuffs on her. Right?
There was absolutely nothing wrong that she did. Under the charter, she's allowed to have peaceful demonstrations, and that's what it was. The only thing that wasn't peaceful was the police when they were rounding people up, and the RCMP with their horses trampling people in Ottawa.
We all saw what happened in Ottawa and the lengths our government went to in order to punish everyday Canadians who just wanted to stand up and say enough is enough. They wanted to hug their family members, their friends, their loved ones. This is what our government has brought us to. And one of the organizers of the Freedom Convoy event was Tamara Lich. And recently, of course, as I just mentioned, she has been arrested again, unfortunately, as that may be. But right now, we're standing outside the remand center. More specifically, we're standing outside the Medicine Hat Police Services station. Of course, the remand right beside us, where she's actually being held right now before her transit to Ottawa takes place. Now, this is going to happen because of the breaching of her bail conditions, and we're expecting to see that transit tomorrow, at which time, well, she's going to have to face the justice in Ottawa. But right now, thanks to 23,000 people that have signed up, and well, more specifically, signed the petition at freetamara.ca, well, they've said that why is she being arrested? She broke some bail conditions because there was a picture taken of her with somebody who was also part of the convoy. This is getting a little out of hand. I think that's what these 23,000 people thought. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go in and hand this to the Medicine Hat Police Services and let them know what the people really think. How's it that?
Right.
Okay. We just have there's a petition to drop off. That's all. It's not an interview.
I'll get you started.
Okay, thank you. All right. So I just have this petition that we're dropping off today. Of course, being the guys who pulled in Tamara, or arrested Tamara, so to speak.
I can tell you she's not with us.
Yep.
So you can take the petition, but I'm thinking that the better place for that to go would be to your member of parliament's office rather than here.
Well, I mean, the member of parliament isn't the one who put the cuffs on her, right? And I think that's what these 23,000 individuals also think, is that what happened wasn't correct. And considering the partial involvement, I understand not full involvement, but considering that the orders came from Ottawa and they were pursued here, I think those 23,000 people and growing online would like to give this to you guys so that you know how many people believe that what happened was wrong.
Okay.
I'm LeVar Payne, Medicine Hat. I used to be the former member of parliament for this area from 08 to 2015.
And what's brought you out to here today? I think I know, but if you could.
Yeah, I'm a freedom fighter, and what our federal government is doing, the mandates are illegal, they're wrong, and it's all about freedom for Canadians. They have stopped us from being ourselves. Our passports allow us to come and go freely, but Trudeau and his ilk, including Jagmeet Singh, have stopped us from actually being Canadian and being free.
Well, and then of course we saw the response, the convoy. In your words, what was the convoy? What did it mean for Canadians? And of course, Tamara Lich being one of the organizers of that event.
Tamara was wonderful. Just love what she did. She brought Canadians together. People who didn't know what to do or where to go, and got the convoy going, and people right across Canada, every province, communities they drove by, people were out giving food, cheering them on. It was awesome. It was just absolutely fabulous. And in Ottawa, what did they do? They set up a playground for the kids. You know, it was all peaceful. They helped people clean the streets, picked up garbage, fed the homeless. I mean, what more can you ask? These people were true Canadians.
Well, and of course now she's suffering the consequences of the bail conditions of the time she was arrested in Ottawa. She spent, what was it, 18 days, I believe, behind bars. What do you make of that in her current situation?
Well, that's really unfortunate because there was absolutely nothing wrong that she did. Under the charter, she's allowed to have peaceful demonstrations, and that's what it was. The only thing that wasn't peaceful was the police when they were rounding people up, and the RCMP with their horses trampling people in Ottawa. That was totally disgraceful. And those are the people, the police should be standing up for Canadian citizens. And what they're doing, they're standing up for a corrupt Liberal government.
And lastly, if I could just ask, what has to happen to Tamara now?
Well, Tamara should be free. She should actually be let free. I mean, this whole situation is, in my view, a very corrupt justice system. And unfortunately, what they've done is put her in jail for no good reason other than being a peaceful demonstrator.
FreeTamara.ca is where you have to go to sign the petition to free Tamara Lich, one of the convoy protest organizers. So I know many of you might already be on board with that, but if you want to help support her and you want her to be freed from this arrest she's now been faced with, you got to go to FreeTamara.ca.